Right, are we live for sound now? There we go. This is one of the problems that happens, of course, when you are not using a Stream Deck. So I'll be getting myself another one at some point. But hello, sorry I'm a little bit late, but meetings are a thing. Oh, I've changed the time, I'm stupid. Weather is what we want. We want sun. So welcome back. I hope you're all well. I'm gonna get used to the camera being here at some point. Let me just move you over this side, I think. That's probably a little bit better. But hi. Welcome back to, of course, the Minecraft build. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. That's London time for anybody that's like 6 o'clock what time. We're building our city like we were the other day. So that's still being a thing. I'm still cursing just how tall I made this thing, but I'm going to start being clever with it. And by that, what I mean is that I've now got two buildings, right? So I'm going to be using these buildings as templates, basically. So if I want to go and make another skyscraper, there will be another skyscraper. What I'll be doing is I will be copy pasting some of it. So yes, that is the next thing. By that you'll see what I mean. And the reason I want to do that is because doing it manually like this is a pain. And I'm glad that the sound quality is good this time. So hooray for us that we don't have to play the microphone game today. Now I know that's Gordon's favourite game on a Wednesday, but that's a different setup. Of course, I'm on my own setup, so it's a little bit more different here, shall we say? And I just realised I've done this wrong. Let's put that back. At least I didn't do it as bad as I did the other night. But there we go. So eventually we're going to get there. We're not too far away from the top, relatively speaking, I suppose. I mean, we've done this much already. And it's definitely tall. It is definitely tall. This reminds me of the, I can't remember the name of the building, but it's in New York. It's just next to Central Park, and it's on top of the, an old factory, I think. I can't remember what it is. But either way, it is one of the narrowest buildings in the world. And it sways quite a lot at the top. But you get a fantastic view across the park. Not somewhere I could live. I'm actually afraid of heights. Something I wish that I could fix, but I am. But yeah, it reminds me of that building just simply because of how narrow it is. So what I'll probably do is I'm going to make bigger, thicker, fatter buildings so that we can have some variation. Because at the moment we don't have any. We have long, slender buildings, which would be nice if we had something a little different. But there we go. But anyway, welcome back. Like I said, sorry I'm late, but unavoidable. But it is what it is. So I think I can say it now safely. Merry Christmas. So if you are in the festive spirit, then you will see this as a greeting. If not, you'll be like, bah humbug, please stop. There's going to be no shop music. I'm not going to start putting Christmas carols on the channel, so don't worry. I think I'd probably end up hating that, so I'm not going to do it. But either way, Merry Christmas. It is December, so I feel that it is justified. The only thing is that in my house we put our Christmas tree up, but we don't have any lights on it at the moment. So there are no lights on the Christmas tree, so whoops. So I've got to go and get those ordered at some point. But give me one sec. I'm going to check and see if this actually popped up in my Discords, because I know that I was having problems sorting it earlier on. Don't know why. It seems to have changed itself. But it has. Just going to check Discord, make sure that it's actually pinged. It has! Hurrah! How lovely. It's done it properly this time. So congratulations to us. Okay. So yeah, so that has actually pinged. So eventually I imagine more people will filter in, but we are new to streaming, so I'm not too kind of like, oh, where are the viewers? And it's kind of sad when people do that, because it's really just about kind of showing your stuff. And I enjoy streaming anyway, because it's nice being able to talk to you guys when you actually come to the channel. So for me, I don't mind. So I can sit here and talk to myself anyway. The only worry is if our voice starts to talk back to me. That's when it gets worrying. But I'm more than happy to sit and talk about what I'm doing and keep myself company. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Eventually. Hi, how you doing, Z3? Welcome to the channel. Whoops, did that one wrong. This is a lot. Yeah, exactly the same. I am chilling as well. It is one of those days. I mean, Minecraft is my chill zone. It really is. Like, I can build in Minecraft for days. Days and days and days. Thank you very much. And complete with coffee, so I can sit here and just be bougie and chilled. So, cheers. It's not exactly alcohol, but cheers anyway. But let me tell you about, because I think you're new to the channel, I'll tell you about what is going on. So you can see I've actually built a building down there. I'm actually building a huge one here. I kind of just kept putting blocks down until eventually I was just like, I think this one might be a bit big. It is indeed the start of a city. So everything that you can see on all of this paved area, that's going to be a city, but I'm also going to grow it. So it's going to be all these blocks here, but I'm probably going to go and take up this entire area. Yes, there's volcanoes, because why not? But I am going to put kind of like a Rio de Janeiro meets Benidorm kind of here. So yeah, it's the beginnings of a city, but I'll also start putting boats in and things like that. I might actually go and put plugins in so that people can drive cars around, as I believe I have those. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So something a bit different. Normally I build medieval stuff, but I thought that it would be nice to do something not medieval, just this once. Although there's nothing stopping me from making another city somewhere else, and making that all kind of knights and castles and princesses and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm probably going to end up doing about the first 5 floors of every building will actually be themed, and then the rest not, just so I can be a bit quicker. So you playing with the biomes? So yeah, this is not vanilla at all. So you can actually see that this is well, not a custom world, but it's definitely a custom world gen. So it makes things a little bit more fantastic. So yeah, it's definitely a bit more over the top. I always like things looking a little bit more whimsical and fun. But this is actually a world generator called Iris. I've used Iris for a long time. And off in the distance, if I go and have a look for biomes later on, you'll see that there are things like toadstool forests, bamboo forests, just lots of really cool things. It also means that any of the buildings that the game automatically puts in are much nicer. But yeah, I've used Iris for a long time. The only issue that Iris has is that because it's quite complex, and because you can make the worlds as custom as you want them to, you can learn how to use the engine. It does mean that the complexity, when Minecraft has a large update, it means that sometimes it's a bit balked. But it's okay for now. I do also have another world that I have saved. And in that one, I've got entire cities, cathedrals, but that's actually from work that people put on places like Planet Minecraft. As long as you attribute the stuff, you can use it. So that's what I've done with that world. But that world is actually a proper RPG and stuff like that. So I actually like making games, which is kind of fun, actually. You know, I work for a company now where you actually make games. So that's what the channel is, of course. So if you're not familiar with us, this is Anything World, and we build tools so that you can use our libraries of animated 3D assets that you can pull straight into Unity, and also you can get to rigging your own assets, and you will be able to do that in the future. We can't do that right now, but we use machine learning and AI to be able to rig them for you. So that's what we do. So that's why I chose to do Minecraft for Christmas, because we do our Wednesday streams. The Wednesday streams are where you'll find out kind of a lot about what we can do. You get shown demos, and I sit there with my boss, Gordon, and you'll be able to ask questions to the man who's built things. And there we go. If you put !Discord, it will pop up. So yeah, that's the Discord for the company. And you will see me at the top. So I'm the community manager, so if there's anything you need, I'm the man to ask. Although luckily, I'm not the man to shout at when something's broken. I have that fantastic pleasure. Yeah, we were in PC Gamer just the other day. Yeah, that's what we do. So we don't use things like voxel data like you can get in Minecraft, although there has been conversations in the office about us actually trying to translate the data from Minecraft to be able to try and populate a world with it kind of guessing what it is you're going for. But that's not something that we're doing right this very second. It's just a conversation. But that would be really fun to be able to do that. If it doesn't come up, then you should find it in the panels below, but I definitely did teach the bot to do it. So if it doesn't come up, then something's wrong with the bot. Oh, the one below is an invalid one. Okay, then if you just put discord.gg/anythingworld, that takes you to us. I will try and figure out what's wrong with the bot in a minute, because I definitely know that the bot should be alive, but maybe the bot is offline right now. So yeah, thank you for asking, because I wouldn't have known. But yeah, you can also just find us by Googling Anything World. We should be quite obvious. Oh, I'm so close. But yeah, let me know when you find it. We've also launched today a contest that we're doing with a company called Intergames. And Intergames do a lot of hiring and helping the industry for people that are 3D artists and game developers, designers and creatives. So what we're doing is this December, we are partnering with them and we're running a contest where people are making small projects and games using Anything World, because we did an update recently, which is our Rigged and Ready update, which is for quadrupeds. So if you have a look at that, if you go and download Unity and have a look through the demo, you'll be able to use our library and assets and you can see what you can do. But you'll see that in the announcements. So if you happen to be interested and you think, do you know what, I'm going to give this a go, then that's what you can do. So that launched today. So that would be interesting to watch and see what people come up with. It's always fun. I mean, I love creativity. I mean, I am the man talking whilst he's playing Minecraft, but it's just watching the things that people create, come up with, design, and just their imaginations. I love. It's why I absolutely love my job. What job can you do where you get to play Minecraft, you get to talk to people, and you get to watch people create games whilst you play your own. It's brilliant. We don't do just games, of course. With Anything World, you can just use 3D assets for whatever you want. So we've got people that have done music videos using our stuff. We've got all kinds. Mobile games. Even some interactive apps where you can use NLP to get it to listen to your voice and then create the world for you based on what you're actually doing. That was a fun one. I didn't really want to do this part off stream because I thought it was just kind of, if you're going to be doing a stream thing, then you do a stream thing. But this bit is definitely the boring bit. I'm going to make it a little bit more fun. So what I'll be doing is making things like, you know, James Bond villain layers and stuff in the volcanoes and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm trying to learn Unity too, so I'll try that. Awesome. But at least you'll have a Discord now where if you need help, people will help you. The devs are always busy, and we don't have people that are just specifically for support, but there are a lot of devs that, when they've got time, will answer your question and be able to give you a hand. Right, just so you can see how tall it is. A little bit over the top. I may have gone mad. You know, you just keep clicking the button. I was like, oh, I wonder what build height is now. And I don't think I found it. But it was up to 23 stories. I might just see if I can keep going. I'll just keep going until I hit build height. But I think this will probably be one of the tallest in the city itself. Is it a big prison? Do you know what? If it was a big prison, Gordo, it is going to be... That's going to be a lot of inmates. Like, I went mad. I just kept clicking the button, and then eventually I counted the floors, and I was like, that's a lot. So, yeah, it's a lot. I'm basically channeling New York. It's taking me a while. Let me actually show you the kind of detail of the terrain whilst you're here. So I've actually turned up the view on the server a lot, as you can see. So let me kind of show you the whimsical stuff we have around here. And you can see just how tall it is by the shadow. So there's actually volcanoes and stuff like that. Not far from the city, because humans always like to go and build next to volcanoes for some reason. And I'm no different, clearly. And there's the little building that we made that I was like, oh, this is really big. And then I made this one, which is large. And I'll also make some tree houses and stuff like that. But what I'll do first is pave this whole area here. And then I'm going to start turning that into this whole city area. I'll probably make suburbs that go out towards the back here. So there'll be smaller houses. So places you can actually live will be down the back here. So up this way. Let me just speed that up a little bit. Right down here. So it will grow. So this whole area here will be the city. So this is my plan, is to get this done by Christmas Day. Is it the Minecraft server on Anything World or is it a personal one? So for right this second, I've got it on whitelist. So it's just me. But I will actually open this up to other people once I've finished the city. So my intention is that we will have a Minecraft server that people can actually play on. So you'll all be welcome to. So I will often be logged into the Minecraft and stuff like that. So that we've got ways for people to kind of hang out with us. Stuff like that. But for until Christmas, it's whitelist. So you won't be able to get onto it. Yeah, eventually. But eventually what I'm going to do is there's a whole bunch of plugins that I put in here. So you'll be able to start making your own towns. Because I use Townie. And you'll also be able to build guilds. There is advanced enchantments, streetlights. So what I'm going to be doing is once I have finished this and I've put the floors in, I'll start putting the lights in, and the lights will only come on at night. So there will be street lights that I'm putting around that, of course, you know, come in when it gets dark. Oh, come on when it gets dark even. Just make sure you add a non-griefing plugin. Oh, I have that, of course. Yeah. So I actually use a bunch of plugins. The one I use at the moment is Elysium. But everything will be in zones, and because of Townie, it will be that you're only able to do things in your town. So it means that anything that's in that town is protected. Anything outside of it is wilderness, of course, and will regenerate. So it will be interesting if people try and grief. Not really sure how much they're going to manage to do. They can grief the wilderness if they want, but it's just going to regrow. So that would have to be some very bored kids. So where are you from anyway? I'm in London, which is not raining right now, which I'm very surprised. Ah, I've just... Are you watching on my profile? Are you watching on Frubish or are you watching on Anything World? Because if you're watching on the Frubish profile, that's my personal one. But if you swap to Anything World, that would mean that that's probably why the Twitch bot didn't answer. So yeah, if it's my face, then that's my personal one. But I have it so that people know that I am live. Because unlike the work account, which is quite new, my personal one has nearly 3,000 followers. So trying to get people involved in as many ways as I possibly can. So yeah, I'm actually streaming to YouTube as well at the same time. YouTube, both Twitch profiles, so work one, personal one, and Twitter and Facebook. Ah. Yeah, if you swap to the Anything World profile, then when you go and actually put in things, the bot will respond properly. Mystery solved. Almost there. Yep. Thank you very much for the follow. There you go. See, we got there in the end because I was really confused. I was like, I set the bot up, I'm perfectly sure. So if you try the exclamation Discord again, it should actually answer you. It's a shame you can't divert traffic, but I don't think Twitch necessarily wants people to start using things like that. That's okay. But yeah, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the family. Oh, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So you get in the zone when you're doing this. Right. There we go. I cannot believe that I have managed that finally. It's easier if I just drop to the floor so you can just see just how tall this is. There we go. Finally. So welcome to our little city. Yep, now to put those windows in. Although, first of all, let's go put in some floors. Right, I'm only going to do this a few times because otherwise I'm going to lose all sense of ability to function. Okay, so that's 2 floors done. The shaders. I use BSL. So I'll go and put all of the shader things into the chat. If you remind me later on, I'll go and put them all into Discord so that you can go and have a look. But I use Optifine and the BSL shaders. Yeah, I've always used shaders like this. So it just makes it look really cool. Just that little bit nicer. Luckily, my laptop is able to run the stream, Minecraft, these shaders, OBS. So, hooray for me. There we go. Right, that's a few floors done. And then now let's go and put in all the glass. This might take a while. There we go. There's some glass. Let's make sure that we do this properly. And down we go. This is pretty much kind of the Tower of Sauron, though. I need to put an eye on the top. But what I'll do eventually is I'll go and furnish every one of the floors on the way up, and I'll also go and make a roof garden. And we'll see who's the first person that comes up saying died falling from a very high height. Because it's always that first person. Alright, beginnings of the front door. I know what. Let's have a gold. Let's be really opulent. There we go. We got a gold roof now. White concrete. And shall we go and put some lights in? No, not there. Let's put... Oh, that doesn't look good either. Fence. We need fence. And we're going to use... I think dark oak. This kind of feels like a dark oak kind of moment. Well, you can also see the plugin coming up, telling me about all of the cool things that I'm currently doing. So I have an RPG plugin that gives you stuff, so it doesn't feel so staid and boring. I would like... Let's have... Sea Lantern? Because I think this one should always be lit. Yeah, that's better. There we go. We've got some light in here. Doesn't look great, but I can fix it. It looks bad, actually. So let's get rid of these ones. I think it's better if I do this. But at least we can now see in here, so that was the idea. Yep, that looks better. So we have the beginnings of the building. Yes, clearly, if you look up, you could be like, hang on a second, we're missing some floors here. So yeah, you would be completely right. We're also going to go and put in the guttering on the opposite side. Not entirely sure why we've still got some animals. I mean, I did tell the server, no animals, please. That's one. Get rid of them. But you can come back later. But we now have the beginnings of a city. I need to go and make a border area here for where the next building's going to go. So let's choose the depth of the pavement. Okay, and we're going to replace this to make it obvious where stuff's going to go. Right, I think that will probably be another building. There is indeed a flaw in the floor. There are many flaws in the floor. I promise I will fix it. Right, I'm going to leave this bit here as kind of managed gardens, I think. But this will be another building. Nice to have a bit of lo-fi. Yeah, it's nice to be able to kind of work to. It means that everyone can get behind some lo-fi. I mean, it's lo-fi. Okay. Right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go 5 across here. There we go. Lo-fi high five. Right, and then we wanted it to be, what was it? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Thought it was. So there's the edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So put these down as markers. Replace black concrete. Nope, not black. Grey. And then replace air. Grey. Concrete. There we go. And Bob's your uncle. There's a road. And then we're going to continue this. So we're going to go here. Straight down here. I think I've done that correctly. Probably not, but replace grey concrete. Nope. Replace air. Air. And then what we want. So this is the quickest way to go and make yourself a road. Copy the line. Replace grey concrete. And then replace air. Grey concrete. There we go. We now have another road, and that sheep appears to have gone a bit mad. Did I make it a little bit too wide? I think I might have made it just a little bit too wide. But that's fine. Easy to fix. Well, actually, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, I definitely made it too wide. That's fine. We can fix that later. There. So almost regular. Except I think I made it 12 blocks, so not quite, because the roads are 11, and the reason they're 11 because it means that there's 5 for each side, and then the central white lines. We'll just fix that out like that for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 11. So let's just go and get rid of this side. And we'll replace that with there. There we go. Really, really simple. Shall we make another building? Trying to figure out what kind of building should this be? Should this be maybe something like a department store? I'm not sure I should make something as tall as that. There are going to be other tall buildings like that as well, but perhaps maybe we could do something different. I am happy to take suggestions from the floor. Although, to be honest, we should probably put something like a church in as well, or something like that. Something different. Maybe not a block of gold. Block of iron might work. An iron building. Not sure about that. I do love the view. You look down here and all you see is volcanoes. Definitely a safe city. Everyone should definitely live here. Oh, that's better. There we go. Let's make our own, like, Macy's. Yeah, I think that is an acceptable amount. So we're going to make a box first. It's not exactly thrilling, but it's a box. Place air with calcite. There. One box. And conveniently, that is almost in the middle. I think that will be the middle of the door. So this is going to be kind of like a small Selfridges or something like that. And for those of you that don't know, Selfridges is a department store, or Macy's if you're American, or El Corte Inglés if you are Spanish. Or Fnac if you're French. Clearly I shop too much. And if you've not given the channel a follow, depending on which one you're on, come to the Anything World channel if you're on my personal channel, and then give the company a follow. So we're going to be a bit more arty with this one this time. Whoops. That's better. there. And maybe... Now I've got to make sure this doesn't look weird. It's not meant to be that tall. It's just meant to be kind of the window display. Almost like Harrods, for any of you that are familiar with Harrods. We might need to change the building dimensions slightly, but we're going to see how we do. Yep, it looks as though it's going to have to move along slightly. But that's okay. So 2 on that side. Maybe on this side? So this is when maths starts to become handy. Yep. Okay, we fixed it. Kind of. So the idea of this is to be more kind of Apple Store-ish. Not sure really what to call it. Right, this one again is going to be a bit strange. Got to make sure that it fits, otherwise we're going to end up with irregular kind of windows, and I don't want that. If anyone's got any questions, by all means ask. You can ask about the build, you can ask about anything world, you can ask about whatever you like. Let's see if this is going to work. Nope, it is not. So, that being the case, this side's going to have to be different. And that we can do. So I might try and see if I can do something similar to like circular doors. I mean, making a common ground for just general work could be cool. Maybe like a community centre, I don't know. You could Anything World into the city. Yeah. So there will actually be the Anything World logo being made as well. But that will be a little while yet. The Anything World logo, of course, is what you see. It's the big globe in green. So we'll be putting that in as well. That should be quite fun. Somewhat impossible to miss. There. We're getting there. Time to make an entire office building just to hold the logo. Yes. Right on top. Just a big AW on the front and then the logo on the top. We could just fill it with the weirdest things. Yeah, that we can do. What I was going to do was I was going to put the Anything World logo in like a big park. Because there's so much space that we got to play with. I was going to go and make a big park that was out the back towards that direction. So down there where you can see I'm pointing. And put a big park there, and then out there would be the big logo. Because it's going to need a lot of space. Oh, I see. I was like, hang on a second, why is that not fitting? I could make a prototype sign if you want. I have no life anyway. I'm sure it's not that bad. Come on. Be fair. I mean, no, none of that talk. What was that? I heard something. A polar bear? Hi, I mean hi, but I'm not sure why there's a polar bear. I did say no monsters or pets. So clearly the game was just like, yeah, sure, I'll go and put some pets out. Not quite what I was after. No mobs. Yeah. Clearly they just want to be here. They want to feel included and appreciated. Who am I to deny a polar bear's wishes? Right, let's go and put this in. So we go and point here and then point direct. Right, so it is this central section. Okie dokie. We've got to make sure that we leave enough room to be able to put the door so people can come shopping and all the things that they do in shops. So I'm wondering if maybe the front door should be on this side. So you also notice that I've turned off the day-night cycle, just to make it easier for myself to build. Because last time I had to keep telling it, no, be day, no, be day, and it was getting, not be day, but it was getting very annoying. Pardon me. Right, and this is the big door. Get rid of all of this. Right, and we can go and put things inside. So I use something called citizens. So I can actually go and put in some people modelling some clothes and stuff like that. But the beginning has started. Now I'll go and put in the road markings for this side a little bit later. Right, we are going to choose the same width as this. And we're going to choose the same width again. So it's not going to be interesting right now. It will be later, because I always dress things up. It's when you do the decoration stage. It's like making a cake. You never start decorating a cake whilst you're in the middle of building it. Words of wisdom for anybody there that wants to make a cake. I don't charge for these as well. These are all free pearls of wisdom. I might put a dome on the top. So, talking of department stores, some useless information for all of you. There is a famous department store in London called Selfridges, and on the top of Selfridges there is actually a dome. It was meant to be a lot larger than it was. It was meant to be the main shop of Oxford Street. It is one of the biggest shops on Oxford Street. I believe it is the biggest shop actually. But it was created with a dome on top, which was what was meant to go there. So if you're able to get a good view of the top of the department store, you will see. It's very different. It's very weird. More. Right, there's going to be a big window on the side. We might actually change the material of this to something that looks a little less drab, but I'll probably end up just going and changing the material up a little bit so that it's not just one tone. Same for all of the buildings here. You can see that I've somewhat dressed this building. Obviously I've not dressed the skyscraper yet, there's a lot to do, but they will be. So it's not just going to be flat blocks, because that just looks awful. And then we'll do the top. And I think it would be better if I start dressing this building first, just because the skyscraper could be a little bit dull to do. This is a lot more manageable as well. So I got concentration then. Concentration, that's a word. Concentration that I started sticking my tongue out, sorry. I wonder why people do that when they start poking their tongue out when they're concentrating. It's like when you see people reversing cars. Tongue goes out. Alright, once this floor of windows is done, I'll be able to easily copy the ones above. See, if only I could use Anything World to do this. So not in the current version that we have, just because it's been removed, because we are focusing on doing our update for quadrupeds. Quadrupeds, of course, being four-legged friends. So we're doing our update for that, but we do in the old version have the ability for people to use their voice to be able to say, for example, add 3 giraffes being chased by 4 alligators, and it will spawn it into the world for you. So that's how you can use Anything World, but you can't use that in the current version as we haven't added it back in. We wanted to improve it before we do. But wouldn't it be nice if I could use that in Minecraft? That would be wonderful. Or I could be like, I would like you to do X, Y, Z. But it does not exist. Not that I know of. So maybe something we should do. Totally our priority. I'm very well. How are you doing? And I'll show you. Give me one sec. You can see it peering up above the top. So I've not put in every floor just yet, but the tower is complete. The outside is done. I've put in the floors here, but I've not done the rest of it. But I'm actually working on a department store now as well. But there you go. So that's 23 stories of goodness that I've actually managed to finish. Relatively speaking. I will furnish all the floors eventually in this, but I need to get more stuff done. How's your day? Also, I'm going to start asking people this just in case. Which profile are you watching me on? Which channel? My personal or the work one? Because of course I have it multi-streaming to everything, mine included. Oops. Bit of a rough day at work. Oh dear. Well, at least you're home. Yeah, I'm streaming everywhere. So I'm streaming on Anything World's Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And I am also on my personal Twitch, so you might be on the Freebish one, that's me. But yeah, we're everywhere. Omnipresent. Yeah, made myself some soup and everything's fine for the moment. Fine for the moment is the best that we could possibly hope for. Whenever somebody asks me how are you now, I'm just going to say fine for the moment. So what more do you expect? I am fine for the moment. It's like when someone keeps asking, how are you? It's just like, oh no, are you okay? It's like, I'm fine. And then eventually it gets to, it's like, well, I won't be if you keep asking. Right, I need to make sure that this looks like an actual shop. Currently it looks like a multi-story car park. I may have made an error. So we're going to change some materials and stuff like that, and I think I'm going to make it look a little bit like Liberties. So if anyone doesn't know what Liberties is, if you Google Liberties Building, London, it looks kind of Tudor. So it's the black beams and white. You just say, I'm fine regardless, because otherwise they're going to ask what's up, and I don't have the time to... Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I have the mind. Yeah. Yeah, I used to say, I'm fine, and it was like, just fine? What's wrong? I'm like, oh, God. I'm amazing, ecstatic, jubilant. Positively splendiferous. That's a new phrase for the channel now. Positively splendiferous. Yeah, just ice along the story. Yep. Going to have to start kind of making more roads and start paving more area, I think. So, just to recap for those that are watching and don't know. So, there's the first building, second building, department store. I've started making roads down here too. But this whole area here, right, all the way around here, I'm going to be putting things in here. So there'll be housing down here too. There'll be some more skyscrapers, some more city. Then we're also going to be going... We go this way with me. It's going to take a while to get there. Right, rocket boost shoes, not quite enough. So we're also going to be building down here too. So all through this valley area here. And then I'm also going to be building some more out here. But we're going to focus on just this area down there. You can see we've got some some structures already. No. Got the pillagers here. Although I did tell these guys not to appear. So I'm not sure why we've got pillagers right now. But I did say no pillagers. But apparently the pillagers want to be here, so what can I say? And this is the department store. And yes, definitely a lot on my plate. Me and my bright ideas. I know what I'll do. I'll do a build challenge. You know, sometimes when you think, do you know what, I should just shut my mouth. It's weird. You kind of zone out when you start doing that. It becomes almost melodic. It's like your eyes disconnect from your head when you just know that you just click. You don't even have to focus. But yeah, a little bit like a multi-story car park right now. Yeah, the lo-fi music does help a lot. The only issue with the lo-fi music is that I think I've run out. I've gone through it all. Yep, it is definitely a loop. So as you can see, it's pretzel music that powers the channel, but I think they might need to add a few more tracks. I could go and put on different music. However, we're going to end up with things like pop and chill and stuff like that. And I'm not sure pop's right. Chill might be, but we might sleep. So I might go and just poke the music in a minute and see what happens. Maybe it's dreadful, maybe it's not. The other possibility is that the music is quite good, and then I end up singing along. Maybe put on the Doom Eternal soundtrack. I would put music on, but I'm pretty sure that would end up getting us muted. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been fixed. Silly me. I was like, hang on a second. Yeah, a friend of mine who also streams, whenever I go onto his channel, he's always listening to music that, although good, is not stuff he's allowed to listen to. So he gets muted all the time, and whenever I say to him, you know, you probably shouldn't do that, he goes, I don't care. If I end up being banned, I get banned. It's like, okay, strange way to look at it. Also because I know that a lot of his income comes from streaming, so whoops. Oh well, people make choices all by themselves. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Yeah, what a Chad. I was just like, Every time I was like, you probably shouldn't. He's like, I don't care. Okay. People are free to make their own choices. We're getting there. And then we're going to go and do the same thing over this side. I don't want to go and do the whole box because then it's going to do it incorrectly. So I want the roof to go on the top of it. There. There we go. There's the roof. And let's put in the floors. Base air. One floor. Although, is it a floor or is it a ceiling? What was one of the questions that is it a floor or a ceiling? You go and put it in. And who is just like, ceiling's a good word. Let's use ceiling. Right, fix the corners. So I've managed to get a fair bit done today. I mean, that's the skyscraper that's pretty much finished, apart from the internals. I will put the ability for people to go and stand on the top, though. I'm also going to put some lifts in. And I'll probably make the lifts like redstone contraptions, so you can actually press the button to go up. Do you want the sign block built or is it map fine art? Block built, please. You're going to hand it as a schematic? Awesome, thank you very much. Right, there's that. There's the corners. See? Now some detailing so it doesn't look quite so rubbish. Although it's all very grey at the moment, I promise it's going to lighten up a little bit soon. Hypixel SMP. Well, yeah, welcome, Notabot. Actually, thank you, but no. Just because I'm actually on my work account right now, so I actually do this for a job. So I'm actually just chilling with the community. But thank you. Lucky me. Well, my boss is here, so he will no doubt be like, thank you. Nice to meet you too. And anybody watching, by the way, if you are making any sort of game, you're interested in making games, or you've always wanted to find out how, then do make sure you put exclamation Discord into the chat right now. If you do and it doesn't respond, that's probably because you're on the wrong profile. So you need to come to Anything World instead of my personal one. Right. And then we're going to change some of the colours here, but once I put this detailing on. So I think I'll make some of the building white as well. Oops. Should make this look a little bit more interesting. do. But I mean, even though this is the build challenge for Christmas, I think it's safe to say we could probably keep this, move it onto company servers because it's currently on my own, and then we can continue building on it. And I'll need to put in like some grand stairs, or as grand as you can manage at this scale. And you can tell I'm tired today, hence my conversation every now and then keeps kind of stopping. So feel free to poke me into being like, talk, and I will. But I didn't have much in the way of sleep. I think after the next track, I'm going to go and change the music to pop and see if it's terrible. But I've not tried it, so I suppose it's a trial, if nothing else. It could be dreadful. And I remember this track being played yesterday. Not yesterday, Friday. Grandiose Soul. Right, there we go. There's some detailing. Yes, it looks terrible right now, I know. But we are going to make it a little nicer. Right, let's go and have a check and see what this music's going to sound like. There we go. I've now changed it to pop. So it could be terrible. If it is, I'm really sorry. Check Discord. I will do in a bit. I see you're off to a start. Just, you can copy the colours. But yeah, you can go rainbow. However you like, really. There you go, some texture on this now. It's still boring, but Hmm. Well, at least the music's not terrible. So we'll also put some flowers on the outside as well. Something's weird. What have I done? That's 3. Oh, I see. I think I might need to change that to white concrete. Do people like the pink, or do you think another colour? So it's meant to be kind of like a department store front, almost like Macy's. And then it'll have window displays and stuff like that on the inside, of course. But if people have a better idea, I will hear it. And we're going to change some of the colour on the building as well, just to make it look a little friendlier. This is really cheesy music, sorry. She's apparently stuck in California, guys. Maybe I should make this pink too, because it's meant to be like an awning on the front. And those of you who don't know what an awning is, perhaps you're not an English speaker, maybe you are, maybe you're not. An awning is like a big umbrella on the outside. not that one. That's better. I think it will start to really kind of come into its own when it's got flowers on the outside. Hopefully this song's not as cheesy as the last one. We live in hope. Oops.
Feel so far apart now. Girl, that gonna make me shy. Feel so loose and calm now. Love her, but I don't know why. Look at me once, I'll go. So is it alright if I ask your name? And I told you I'm not the same. Since that day I saw your face. You're on my mind, you're on my mind. So is it alright if I ask your name? And I told you I'm not the same. Since that day I saw your face. You're on my mind, you're on my mind. So is it
Yeah, that will do.
if I ask your name? And I told you I'm not the same. Since that day I saw your face. You're on my mind, you're on my mind. Move a little close to you. Every little movement makes me nervous, little quiet too. I wanna just tell you.
Got to make sure this is the same as the opposite side, but I don't really want to go and put all of it together and then be like, do you know what? It looks bad. Kind of. It's fine.
So is it alright if I ask your name? And I told you I'm not the same. Since that day I saw your face. You're on my mind, you're on my mind. So is it alright?
Why does that not match?
And I told you I'm not the same. Since that day I saw your face.
That's why.
You're on my mind.
There we go.
We fall apart. You break my heart. I say I don't need you
Yeah.
anymore.
And the polar bear's clearly just a supervisor who's come to check what's happening. I love it, he's just like staring at me. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah, I might need to go and change this music. It's beyond cheesy. Right, let's see what's on this one. And let's go and put some flowers on. Do. Oh, that's a good idea. More flowers. And I think these will be lilies. Whoops. And whoops. And I also need to do hanging lamps. Right. Actually, let's be intelligent for 1 second. Daisies or lilies? I think it was lilies. Not bad, if I say so myself. Rather like this. Looks nice. Right, those are lilies, and now we need to go and get the lanterns. That's better. Let's go and change the colour. Make it so that it's not so bland. Ba-ba-dum. You've all gone very quiet. Unless people have just muted me because of the choice of music now. I could understand. Just doing some work. Fair enough. You finished your soup. What soup was it? Let me judge you. This is already looking vastly improved. Wouldn't mind some soup. I don't know how to describe it, but I basically just got some water and then added some flavours. Isn't that kind of what soup is? Get some water, add some stuff. I used to have a soup maker. Yes, I know. I sound so middle-aged. It was good though. Toss in a bunch of veg and some stuff. It was all about the stuff. And then it would make you soup. All about the stuff. Mum is basically just powder, but not those bagged soups. Ah, right, I get you. If you want good bagged soup, the Koreans do really good soup. There's a lot of Korean supermarkets near my house, and they have loads of the kind of bagged soup that are actually really good. Love Korean food. Ah, yeah, Giga is lovely. I would very much like that. So we're slightly changing things up as we go along, making it look nicer, as I'm sure you'll all agree. Pardon me. So we've gone from a really, really boring box to actually very nice. So I'll go and put all of the Windows style the same as it is all the way up, I think. Whoopsie. At least this music's better than the pop. The pop I would probably stay away from, I think. It's very cheesy. Too cheesy for me. I might do the corners all the same, actually. Enjoy a bit of vaporware myself, and I found this cool website that's basically like an online radio for that kind of stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah, a lot of it I can't get away with playing on here without getting into trouble. Which is a shame. Otherwise, I'd have some really nice music on right now, that's for sure. But I like respecting people's creativity and their copyright. Imagine it'd be like live phone music, but I don't know. Well, there is the lo-fi channel. You can actually go and put that music onto your streams, for example. But I did that, and back when I was streaming about a year ago, and I ended up getting a copyright strike because someone claimed the music, even though it was not theirs to claim. And I looked it up, and that was a very, very normal thing from this company. That's how they made their money. Was trying to claim everyone's content on YouTube. But the way that YouTube unfortunately is made, there's no way to stop them. So all I did was I just removed the music in the background from that particular section, and to hell with them. I was like, I'm not going to give you my money, because it was a con anyway. I looked it up, and they had done it to many, many other people, even claiming their own music, knowing that people couldn't actually stop them, because if they wanted to do it, YouTube would just allow them to. They didn't have to prove anything. Unfortunately, that's the problem with these automated systems like this. There we go. It's looking quite a nice shop now. I'll remove the corner. The corner doesn't look great, I don't think. Oh, this looks much nicer. From grey box to actually something. Should have chosen this colour to begin with. I'd have saved myself a job. Then we're going to go and copy these window designs all the way up the building. This is laborious. We could, technically speaking, try and speed it up, but I am worried that it's going to go wrong. Yeah, I think I'll just stick with it the way I'm doing it for now. Because there would be nothing more disappointing than going and changing it using the wand tool and then finding out you've gone and changed so much that you didn't mean to. Luckily, there's an undo button. I remember I was using a large paste that someone had made of a castle, and the undo button bugged, and I ended up deleting pretty much the entire side of a mountain. So I'd gone and put this castle in, and because it was so large, all the blocks were taking ages to come in, and then the server crashed in the middle. So the undo is stored, for example, in the RAM, and it was gone. So I ended up with this mountain completely mangled, where you could see that something had been placed inside it, and that was that. It was ruined. I had to basically just carve this entire mountain out to try and fix it. It was a very, very sad moment. All because the server crashed. And it crashed because it was such a large schematic that it just completely freaked out, and not much to be done about it. So, whoopsie. Mistakes were made. This is looking quite nice. I'm quite proud. Yep. Well, there's the beginnings of the department store. I'm not sure if I'm going to make the things go all the way up, though. I think I put them all the way up. It's just going to look a bit odd. One thing I do think that I'll do, though, is change the colour. That look better? It's now white concrete as opposed to calcite. Oops. We can have a look and see what we change it to. Diorite, no. Needs to be something bright. Copper. Yeah, I've tried the concretes. So there you go, there's it in white concrete. Probably a little nicer, I suppose. Okay, I will try wool. White wool. So concrete or wool? What do you think? What else can we do? How about calcite mixed with diorite? I mean, that's already diorite here, which is a lot. I mean, that's all. What I can do is let's start being clever, shall we? You don't really notice that. So you do notice that, though. What do you think? And I can put a band all the way down. So you know what I mean. Why do you feel bad? Hey, welcome to the channel, Amon. Replace white wool, white concrete. There we go. No, it's okay. I don't mind. I mean, it is a very, very new channel. But which one are you on? Are you on the Frubish channel? That's my personal one. I used to be a full-time streamer, and it's been a long time since I was. But if you're on the Anything World channel, it's almost a fresh channel. So people will arrive eventually. just takes time. Yeah, but I'm on many channels. White wool, white concrete. I'm using Restream, so I'm on many, many, many. So yeah, that might be why. So depending on where you are. I am, I suppose. But if you don't mind, yes, it's making my life a lot easier. Although I did most of this skyscraper by hand, so... Oh, you're on bedrock. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. If you don't mind though, if you are watching on the Freebish channel, if you find Anything World, it's live as well, and give that a follow, I would really, really appreciate that. Right, we're going to go down here and we're going to replace all this one. There you go. So the bottom half is white concrete and then it goes up and changes. So Anything World. It's all one word. Anything World. You'll find it. You just followed this one. Ah, so you followed the Freebish one. Yeah, it's just not to worry if you can't. It's not a problem. Right. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. It was very, very dull before. Wondering whether I should change. So do you all think that I should change these stone parts and I should make them red sandstone like this? Gosh, furniture, I don't know, but I'm making the entire city, so it's going to be a little bit kind of, well, I'm doing all the bare bones of the cities first before I do the furniture. Otherwise, it's going to take a very long time. Hello? Why has that not shown up? Oh, there we go. I believe we had some lag, people. It's like dressing a cake, this. Whoops. So if you want to know what those are that I'm putting out, well, I might make those stone. These are going to be where I hang the flags as well as the lanterns. Well, Just normal lanterns for now, but there will also be some fires that I'll pop up as well. So there will be chimneys eventually on the buildings, but that's a little way off yet, seeing as the focus is getting the buildings done first. So there'll be more skyscrapers, but this entire area is being turned into a city. So you can see, if I go up, you can see the paved area is where I'm starting, but I'm putting all into here. All of this area will be city as well, and everything that goes down there will be city as well, except that's going to be more suburbs. And then eventually I will let you guys in once I'm done. And you can come and play. And then I have to put the roof on here as well. I'll probably pop like a restaurant on top. And then I'll hang some plants over the side. 2.5 hours fly by. Yeah. Normally I'm on here from 2, but I had meetings today, so I had to be late to stream, as there were meetings that I couldn't really miss. Can't just be like, I need to go and stream. I mean, it is my job, but meetings are meetings, so just had to wait. Right, now let's go and pop on some lanterns. Except I've not finished this side, so now let's pop on some lanterns. Getting there. So it looks nice. And for now, let's do this for now. Obviously, it needs to have all of the dressing and stuff done, but not yet. So I'll go put some windows on in a second. What I will do is I will go and make internal lights that are all street lights that turn on. So you'll get shop lights will turn on, for example, inside when it starts to get really dark. And I can make some of those so that they're both floor and ceiling lights. There we go. There's the beginnings of the department store. Still nowhere near finished, but it's getting there and it doesn't look too bad. Let's go put in the windows, and then I'm going to disappear. And I'll be back tomorrow. And in there. I will be here tomorrow. I'll be here from 2 until 6. There we go. There's the glass. And then we're going to be doing display windows on the inside here. But for now, it is fine as it is. I might go and put around some lights just so people are like, oh, I get it. Because right now, yeah, it's a bit rubbish. But I can probably do that tomorrow. So thank you for chilling. I'll disappear in just a minute. There's always the way where I'm just like, I'll just do one more thing. One more thing. I have to put trees up on top of here, I think. Right, there we go. Right, there's the beginning of our Macy's. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, 2 until 6, you will see me. So have a very lovely evening. Thank you for coming to chill. And if you haven't, make sure you get yourself on the Discord. So exclamation Discord, make sure you're on the correct profile. If you're on the Anything World profile, you'll find it. If you're on Freebish, you won't. And I will see you tomorrow. And we're going to do more building and more stuff like that. So we've managed to make another building, so we can probably get a few more buildings and at least make this downtown section, but that's pretty much, I think, what you can manage right now. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.